Hey, today we're looking at Madvillainy by Madvillain, 2004 on Stones Throw Records, and kind of a nostalgic record for me because a lot of the stuff I buy and listen to was released well before I was born. This kind of came out as I was right in the middle of discovering all different types of music, so it's a special one for me. Two members of this so-called Madvillain who only have released one album so far. Madlib, Californian beatmaker primarily, known for sampling a whole range of genres and being quite knowledgeable in all types of world music, Brazilian and Indian, but also jazz and soul records. Has also collaborated with, more recently, Freddie Gibbs, as well as Percy P, Dudley Perkins, Jay Dilla. I'm probably missing a few there. The other half is MF DOOM, London-born, New York-raised MC. In the late 80s, early 90s was known as Zev Love X with the group KMD. Came back a few years later as Doom, wearing the mask. Came out with a bunch of solo records, but in 2004 this was kind of the one that sort of stood out as the Doom record. Certainly the high point in his career, and I'd say Madlib's as well. 22 short tracks. You describe it as alternate hip-hop. This came out in a time when hip-hop was either commercial, and you're talking major label kind of top 40 stuff, or it was underground and it wasn't really on the radio or on the TV. Now, you know, there's blurred lines between R&B, popular music, hip-hop, underground or overground, commercial, whatever. But back then this was certainly underground hip-hop, released on the small independent Stones Throw label. The songs are very short and linear. There's no kind of pattern, very few choruses or hooks, and the songs will kind of just finish abruptly. There is a couple of interludes that certainly fit as part of a cohesive record. The themes on here are, you're probably dealing with drug use for sure, egotistic kind of themes where, you know, kind of that traditional rap sort of bravado stuff. It's sample based, so Madlib grabbing from a whole range of other genres, so that gives it a really eclectic feel. The beats on here really bang, they're really punchy, but at the same time they've got that lo-fi kind of feel. You've got Doom, really monotonous and repetitive, but not in a bad way, more in a hypnotic kind of way. He follows the same pattern pretty much through every verse, through every song. Madlib also provides some vocal as Quasimodo, kind of his alter ego. Quasimodo is Madlib recording the vocal probably at sort of half speed and then sped up and pitched up for the track, so it's this sort of spaced out, high pitched helium kind of drug fiend character. I bought this actually as it was released on CD at the time. Record stores didn't stock vinyl records in the early 2000s. There was original release back in 2004 on vinyl, but there has been probably in the last 6 years a couple of other reissues, I think. You can grab this easily online. Most record stores would probably have this in stock for $20 to $30. Why you should get it? It is personally my favorite hip-hop record. I have an affinity with this because I kind of bought it at the time, not exactly knowing too much about it. I would have been 19 or 20 when it came out. Didn't know heaps about either Madlib or Doom. From the moment it dropped, that psychedelic kind of feel just sucked me in. So it's got a nostalgic sort of nostalgic, you know, I'm a little biased maybe in that it came out at a time when I was into you know, just soaking up all kinds of music. Generally it's widely regarded as one of the best underground alternate hip-hop records, but also probably one of the best hip-hop records full stop. From front to back it's flawless. There is no weak tracks. Just under 50 minutes. Even if you aren't exactly into hip-hop, you'll dig this because it's kind of lo-fi and sample based, and you get that sort of, you know, the elements of other genres as well. But you're not going to be fully into this. This is for someone who's open to hip-hop sounds. But I would say this is an essential one to have in your collection. Probably a classic of the modern time period. From 2000s onwards. Trivia: the cover is actually a homage to a Madonna record, Madvillainy by Madvillain, Madlib and MF Doom. 2004, Stones Throw Records, Champ Sound.